What is up, fragrance lovers out there everywhere? Thanks for joining me here on my channel again, Stephen Sturgill. Once again, looking at a tobacco-based scent. Nothing new about that. This one, however, is not French. It's Irish. It's by Kilian, and it is Light My Fire. Governor, can you light my fire? So this is. I went ahead and sprung for the refill, guys, which comes like this with a little spray bottle. The funnel is over there on the other one on the bookcase. And what I did, I went ahead and poured it into this guy. I bought this off Amazon. It's just a nondescript bottle, spray head. This is not the best sprayer, by the way. If I had known how not awesome this is, I would have bought in a different spray head or a different bottle. That is the color of the juice, and yes, it is real. This is by Kilian. Light My Fire. So, a word on this before we proceed. Light My Fire online, if you buy a full bottle, which is only 1.7 ounce, was that 50 mils, I believe? You're going to pay up to $340 US. Let me repeat that. You're going to pay up to $340 US for a 50 mils bottle of juice. That, to me, is exceedingly extravagant, unless you're going to tell me that it's all organic oud and it's the best oud in the world and it's culled from our sustainably eco-friendly harvested organic da 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 with all these rich ingredients. Okay, even then it'd probably be extravagant, but at least there maybe I could conceptually wrap my head around that. I found this refill bottle online, I think for $125, which is epically cheaper. It's the same exact amount of juice. You're just not getting the fancy bottle. So if you don't mind the hassle of going onto Amazon and buying a $10 bottle, or even a $20 bottle, whatever it is, and then just decanting it or pouring it into here, I think you can save yourself a lot of coinage, a lot of coin in doing so. But if you've got the coin and just don't care and you want that fancy, beautiful by Kilian bottle, buy away. If you feel the bottle's worth an additional $200 US, be my guest. But for me, it wasn't, and I'm personally glad I didn't spend the coin on that. Now, do I like the scent? Quite a bit, but let's get into it. So, let's look at some factoids. This dropped back in 2014 by Sidonie Lancessure. It has obviously tobacco in it, and then it has cumin, hay, patchouli, vetiver, honey, and vanilla. And there may or may not be some other molecular aromatic chemicals in there. I don't know, but those are the notes. Now, I do wish the tobacco had been more pungent, a little bit more prominent. As many reviewers have said in vloggers on Fragrantica, or Fragrantica, however you want to say it, this sits fairly close to skin. That is true. I found that out. It's very inoffensive. It's very unisex. It may or may not skew masculine. I don't know. You do smell the hay and the vetiver immediately, right up into the developing phase of the opening. I do get a strong natural honey smell. I do get the patchouli, but it's working really, really hand in hand with the tobacco. And the cumin and the vanilla are really, really doing their thing. It's an excellent smell. It can proudly be worn by any true tobacco lover and aficionado and niche lover, but it does have two somewhat significant weaknesses. And again, it's a fine scent, honestly. I don't find the scent itself to be, how can I say, it's it's too polite. It's just too refined in a weird way. I know it sounds weird. If it had a little more funk, a little more bite, a little more depth, a little more loudness to it, a little more raunchy, and it had just been amped up a couple of notches, I think this would be an absolute stellar home run. But it wasn't, and it doesn't, and it's just so inoffensive and smooth and soft and polite. It's really, I hate to say, it's almost the quintessence of being British, and that sort of colloquial, cute way of, always being very polite. You don't want to offend anyone. How dare you offend someone? It's too polite, honestly, and the tobacco's not quite heady enough. It's not animalic enough. The whole scent is just too demure and polished. Now that may sound fantastic for a lot of you out there, and if it is, this may be your perfect dream scent. For me, it's probably not going to crack my top 15 to possibly 20 tobacco-based scents, just because of those reasons. It will be on the list, certainly. And it is excellent for what it does. It's just that what it does is so polite and so sort of settled around the skin. Now, it lasts quite a while on skin, but unfortunately, it doesn't project very much. I'm only going to get about 3 to 4 inches of projection for the first 30 to 45 minutes, and that's quickly going to die down to a very, very modest scent bubble for the next couple of hours, if that. And after that, quite frankly, only primarily a skin scent. So I don't know that price versus value justification can really be had in terms of, yes, it's a beautiful bottle. It's a very pleasant tobacco, very refined scent, but for the fact that it just doesn't stand out that much, it's too polite, too polished. The projection is quite weak. Longevity is really only average, if that. I just don't know that the price can be justified. Even my refill price, which recently where I got it from has gone up $25 to $150. Still a great deal compared to $300 or $320 online, or even $290. I don't know how worth it is, honestly, guys. I mean, I have so many better tobacco-based scents. Again, for my sensibilities and for my taste and for what I'm looking for in a fantastic tobacco-based scent. But it is done very well. I just wish it was stronger, more pungent, had better projection, had better longevity, and just made more of a statement. By all means, get your nose on a sample or a decant. See what you think. Let me know. Hit me up on Instagram or here on YouTube. Yeah, write your comments. Let me know what you think about Light My Fire or any of the other tobacco-based by Kilian scents. I hear a lot online. There's a lot of chatter online that the by Kilian, as a brand, as a house, as a scent developer, as a nose, as a creator, suffer from very modest to poor projection and very modest to poor longevity. Let me know if that's been y'all's experience with this house, with other scents by Kilian. It'd be a shame to think that such a beautiful line of creation suffers so badly, potentially, from pretty serious shortcomings, like poor projection, poor sillage, and poor longevity. Let me know what you think, guys. Subscribe, like, click the bell for future updates, and I'll catch you down the road on my channel. Spray often, spray well. Live life on your terms, baby, not someone else's. And I will see you down the road of life. Hopefully here on YouTube, if not somewhere else. Peace out. Love you guys.